This is Elliot Forbes, and on today's video I'm going to be showing you a real life example of how to style a slicked back, loose textured men's haircut. Meeting. My name is Elliot Forbes and this channel is dedicated to hair, beard and grooming tips for the modern man. So if that's what you're interested in, you might want to consider subscribing and ringing that bell. Today's video is a real life example of at the end of a haircut with myself, me explaining what I did to the hair to be able to cut it that way, for it to sit in that place, and then also how to style it in that place. So taking that in nice and tight in through those sides, really tight around the edges. There's still enough just to be able to push back in through that top area. Obviously in through the top here, tuck that down so it's not as heavy but you've still got a nice bit of length. Pushes back, blends in visually but not actually technically. So enough for it just to be able to sit back through there as well. It's not going to pop up too much, and then it just sits down with a nice shape like that crown. Kept it quite broken up through the edges, so it's nothing too sharp with it. Just then sits broken up with the edges through there.
Cool. What product have you used?
So I used a little bit of the clay in there just to get a slide more shiny.
Because I know the way that looks.
Yeah, so I used a little bit of the Layrite, which is that's what I use on my hair. It's a nice product, it's a nice finishing product. I use that.
Layrite,
it's the Layrite cement clay, so I just put that in when it's wet. Because if you put it in when that's dry, that's sort of going to sit. You're going to feel as though you're gripping it in, whereas when it's wet you can work it the whole way through, and then you can almost let that just naturally air.
Is that the same with the Kevin Murphy stuff, sticking in when it's slightly wet?
Yeah, I would, yeah.
I guess all of the stuff you kind of do.
Yeah, I mean you can do, yeah. I mean with your hair, because you're wearing it slightly looser, I would say putting something in before it's fully dry and then almost letting it air dry into it, because you don't want it to sit perfect. And you don't. I mean, I've only blow dried that back just to save on time really with it, but I would just let that naturally air dry into there, just so you get that natural bit of weight and hold it with it, as opposed to sort of, because you don't want it slicking back into a style, do you? You just want it to sit there. So I've just put that in when it was wet. You can work. It's easy to work it the whole way through there. You get an even distribution with it as well. Whereas if you put something like that in dry, what you can find is you sort of push it in there and it gets stuck, and then it doesn't get the whole way through it. So when you've got a bit more moisture in there, you can distribute the product a little bit easier the whole way through it.
Nice.
How's that feel?
Good.
Today, was there anything that you gained from that? Was there anything that you thought, actually, yeah, that was a nice little tip? If so, drop me a message down below in the comments section. I'd love to read it and then get back to you. If you found that video useful today, head on over to my channel where there's plenty more hair, beard and grooming videos, all little tutorials, how-to videos, how to style the hair in a certain way. There's plenty more over there. Any messages for myself? All my social media channels are here and they're all going to be linked below. Feel free to drop me a question, drop me a message. Twitter's the best one if you want to send me a message. I'll get back to you straight away on there. Thank you so much for watching. Much love, Elliot.